Hey old soul, just over a year ago I sold everything I owned and moved to the land of Bali with my ex-husband and 3 kids. Now I live my dream life, traveling first class around the world, teaching others how to do the same. If you are ready for a life that is so abundant and free, where money flows like air so effortlessly that you don't even care because you are simply focusing on you and allowing everything to be true, then you are exactly where you need to be. Let me teach you how to be wildly abundant and insanely free. Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Vibration of Wealth podcast. I am so excited, guys. I have a very special guest all the way from Canada, Haley Bowler-Cooke. She is a best-selling author, and there's just so much. I'm actually going to let her introduce herself because you'll be able to feel her energy, feel her essence, and really just give her a warm welcome to this beautiful podcast. So welcome, Haley. How are you today?
Thank you, Eva. I am so good. I'm so honored to be here sharing space and time with you and to be sharing this time with everyone who is listening. So, wherever you are, if you're driving, if you're on a jog, wherever you're getting this, I really hope that you just drop in and you really connect to your heart and to the words and the codes that we share, because I have a very good feeling this is going to be monumental on your journey, this conversation that we're about to have. So I love how you say all the way from Canada, because I'm so used to being like, you're all the way from Bali. It's just funny. It's like, yeah, I guess I am far. It's like, oh yeah, I guess I'm the one that's far from you. But anyways, I'm from Canada. My name's Haley. I'm the author of Unfuckwithable. If you're watching the video, I'm holding my book up. And similar to Eva, and you know a lot about what you do, I work with energy, direct channeling. I work with a lot of somatic experiencing because my background is in clinical kinesiology. So I studied the human body through and through for 6 years and excelled in that. I jumped into pelvic floor physio. I jumped into personal training. I was really like hands on. I worked with a lot of women then, and women are intuitive. Women are just, we're sharing, we're opening, where when you're working with the body, you're learning a lot about their emotional landscape. And I just really started to develop my psychic gifts then. And intuition, psychic, direct channeling, it was all the intuition I always felt comfortable with, but the actual like psychic direct channeling was like this new thing where information would just come out of my throat chakra. And I was like, whoa, this is happening. And everything I said was like, whoa, that is insane that you knew that, or that's what I needed to hear. So after many months of that being very confirmed and validated, I was like, all right, there's something here. I'm starting to feel unfulfilled doing the body work alone. Like it just felt a little limiting. And I felt really called to doing more mindset, more energetics, more identity work, working with emotional intelligence, working with the emotional body. So I shifted gears into that type of coaching. At the time, I was fortunate that my inner guidance, my expanded self was like, start a podcast, start a podcast. So I started my podcast actually in my third year of university. And it started with me and my sister just talking about mindset, wellness, lifestyle. Like it was just so like, I just feel like it's just, if you're listening to this and you have this like fun loving sort of like hobby, watch out because it could turn into an empire because it can happen really quick. And it just started out really easeful and joyful like that, which I think is really how we ought to stay in that frequency of just ease and joy. That was there. And when I started to shift into more of my direct channeling, I was like, oh, I have this amazing platform that I can really start to speak in this way. And that's when floodgates really opened in terms of the caliber of clients I started working with, the diversity of clients I started working with. And I got sort of positioned without even really trying into this high performance energetic, neural, and somatic optimization lane where I was really working with these high performers. optimizing their brains, optimizing their bodies. I would get really cool invites to do things with athletes or CEOs. And it just sort of like domino effect into there's no person that's off limits that can't experience my work. And there's a very specific energy that each of these people hold. And if you're listening, I think you're one of these people. It's like, you know, you were born to be legendary. Like, you know, you're like, I know that I am it. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I am it. Like, the dream exists because I am the dream. Like, like, there's no purpose without me because I am it. So, my people have that knowing. And I'm always just, as I'm sure you are, Eva, and anyone listening who does this type of work, we're just remembering and sharing and remembering and sharing and just bringing everyone back into truth. So that's a little bit about who I am. This is my book, Unfuckwithable. It was the easy, natural step to write the book. And it's taking me some amazing places having this book in the world. And if you're thinking of writing a book, Ev, I know you may have something coming. It's the best thing that you can do for your own personal legacy. Like, I can sleep better, I can breathe better knowing that my work is on paper, and my children will, and their children's children will financially benefit from my book. Like, there is a legacy that goes beyond social media, it goes beyond podcasting. Like, it just feels so tangible. And although we're these multidimensional, infinite beings, we're on earth for a very specific time. And if you can leave a physical, tangible imprint, it's going to feel really good. So that's why I wrote a book. And we can talk more about that in a bit.
Oh my God. I'm like, there's so many angles and I'm so excited to like
I
fully
know.
rip this all apart. I'm like, yes, because I've literally got my book launch in 2 days. This will obviously
Oh,
air after that. But it was, and this is what I want to talk to you about because you're so right. Like, and what you were saying with your journey, anyone listening in, you would have noticed like it was a hobby, it was your joy, it was your bliss, it does take off when you don't care. And one of my favorite quotes is when you're living your dharma, you're meant to have no expectations. And we're so conditioned that, the book needs to be a New York Times bestseller and we've got to have this and we've got to have that. And so we naturally block the process because we're not living out our soul's blueprint, our soul's contract, our soul's template, whatever you desire to call it. But we're not in alignment with our soul's truth because everything's got a story. And like you fully lit up when you were sharing that ascension journey. Whereas when I'm listening in, and not to compare and not to judge, but I feel that when people, and I can say this from truth because I had a business for 14 years that was so ego driven, like it was like trying to get success, the love from my parents that I didn't get. So I was like, yes, I'm so successful, but it was ego success. It wasn't lighting me up. And so you burn it to the ground. But when you described that, you lit up, like you were just like in this cloud nine. It was just so beautiful to witness because that's when you know you're in alignment. And I want to hear everything because I had a book in me for years and I wasn't able to write it because I wasn't the right version of myself to hold it. And the second that I was sitting in the sauna and it was just like, you are wealth. And the name dropped in, everything dropped in. It fell out of me like a baby. Like I was just like, I had so much fun writing it. Like I got rid of all the rules and I just got it out into the world. And I want to hear everything about this book. I want to hear how the idea came like to you, how you found the process, because I know some people do struggle with because you have to expand as well. Sometimes if the book has an energy that's bigger than you, you've got to kind of expand and crack open. So share everything about it because I want to hear. And then the name, legendary. Oh my gosh, you have no idea how many people comment. Ever you swear too much. Like, I love you so much, but you're swearing. And I'm like, I'm just so excited, guys. Like, I get so passionate about my work. So, so yes, tell me everything. I'm so excited to hear this.
oh, okay. Yes, yes, yes. So it's called Unfuckwithable. And where to begin? basically for many years, like even when I was studying the sciences, like I was that person that like I knew who I was, you know, like I was a leader. Like even at uni, people thought I was the professor. They'd come up to me and I'm like, yo, like, no, I have no idea what's going on either. Like, what? You know, like I just had this energy that was like, yeah, I am a leader and I lead with my heart. And I'm human and my heart has closed off before for many very real reasons. But I come back to opening it back up and I lead with that. And it's naturally magnetic. And the concept of the book Unfuckwithable is, well, I actually will say this. It's not like I wrote it like this is the concept of the book. The book, like you just said, it birthed through me. There was no slowing it down. It was channeled through me. Sometimes I'm rereading my book and I'm like, did I write this? Because, like, what? Like, it's just so, it resonates with people to the like depths of their soul because it's not me, Haley, writing it. It's this expanded infinite power and presence of God, universal consciousness, writing the book. So it really, you'll feel that when you read it. And if anything, it's, and we were laughing about this earlier, like we're lucky that we, you know, we're these blonde, seemingly normal looking human avatars, but like we actually have this infinite consciousness. We all do. But if anything, I've noticed doing all the book signings that I do, looking like this actually is interestingly like a barrier for people. It's like they don't think that I can be that deep, or they don't think that the book's relevant to them. It again, it's I'm not saying this from victimhood. I'm just like noticing and I'm going, interesting. Because it's always been really great to be like young and blonde and pretty in my life. And now I'm like, oh, I see how people are not so much taking it seriously. Some people. Then there are other people that are like the book has done well. It's been a bestseller and it was requested for review by the New York Times. Gwyneth Paltrow shared it on her Instagram. Like it's done well and it's continuing to do well and it's just getting started. But yeah, I just felt like I wanted to mention that it's the book is not about me. It's not about my lifetime. It's about infinite realms and consciousness. And it speaks to the reader. And I wrote it in a way that the reader feels like I'm coaching them and I'm channeling directly for them. So it prompts the reader the whole time to go in, drop in, reflect. There are journal prompts because I know that that's really helpful for people. But if you're not a journaler, like I'm not really a big journaler, there's just reflection prompts where it's like, sit down, drink your tea, drink your coffee, and reflect on this one thing. And like that creates shifts for people. So it's a guided journey. Like this, you will not be left the same. The testimonials I get and the reviews I get from this book, it's like you will not be the same after you read it. It's a $30 book and it cracks open codes that will change the landscape of your life. But the title, Unfuckwithable, came to me about 5 years ago. And I had, because I was that person that I'm like, yeah, I'll write a book for sure. It was just like, as soon as the title came to me, I was like, whoa, that's awesome. I'm writing that down. That's mine. And I just like communicated with source and the world. I was like, that's my title. I didn't tell anyone, like I didn't use my throat chakra to speak it, but I was like very like I claimed it. And I think if you're someone listening who has a book in you, you really have to claim it because it's just energy that wants to move through. And if you don't claim it as yours, it's on to the next person, right? It's look like that's what life is. Money. It's money's looking for a channel. Energy is looking for a channel. So like, what are you going to do with it? Right. So I just really like communicated, this is my book. Like, this is mine. And when I'm ready to write it, it's ready for me and we're going. And that was it. And then like a year and a half passed and I started to then, it's like I would have these days where I was like, ooh, I get a download and I would, and everyone listening knows what I mean. I get a download and then I would just like type it into my phone frantically. It was like this frantic thing. Like I would have to pull over like on highways and be like, it was like so dramatic. And I would do that all the time for like 6 months. And then I took kind of a couple months off. Like I wasn't, when I was channeling like that, it wasn't like, this is going in my book. It was just like, I have to write this down for some reason. fast forward personal life, me and my fiance, we got a dog. Like we had bought our house and then it was like a year later and we're like, we're getting a dog. And we're so serious about like everything we do. We're like, we're going to be the best dog parents ever. And I literally was like, I'm taking time off work. Like I treated it like a mat leave. I was like so dramatic. I'm like, I'm taking a mat leave for my dog. And I'm staying home. And like, I used to travel a lot and I was just like, I'm not traveling for like 6 months. Like I'm taking care of my baby. So it was so intense. Like I was so, and I'm a Taurus. So I'm so like, there's like this possessive energy that like I just have that I'm like, this is mine. I've got you. So I was like that about my dog. And I was like, okay, this is actually like, my brain was just like, it's time to write the book because you're home, you're like homebound, like, let's go. So I don't want to like trigger anyone who's like, oh, must be nice. My book wrote itself in like 3.5 months. Like I was literally just like, and it was like, I didn't try. Like there was no trying. There was no forcing. I was never like setting my, time blocking 30 minutes a day to write my book. Like no judgment if that's what you need. But I think that if that's what you need, you're probably not open and connected in the way that you would want to be to channel the book. So I was just like, my job was alignment. My job was being an open vessel and the book would just flood through. So if I sat down to write, sometimes I'd sit down to write once a week, but I'd sit down for 4 hours and then I'd be like, ah, and I'd come out. I'm like, okay. Like my back would crack because I would just be like animal, just like getting it done. But yeah, there was no, like you said, there was no rules. Like I had no rules. I don't even read. I had read one book by choice my whole life. And it was Rich as Fuck by Amanda Francis. That was the only book I ever read, other than in university when I had to read like a million textbooks. So I wasn't a reader. As a channel, I kind of made the decision early on. I'm not going to listen to podcasts. I'm not like, I'm just staying pure to what I need. Again, that's not for everyone. That's just the choice I made at the time. Now I'm in a different vibe where I'm like, ooh, I want to learn more. I want to read. I want to learn from other people. And then there's that resonance of like, oh yeah, this is new, or this is true, or this makes sense, or whatever. At the time, I was so tunnel vision, and I think anyone reading the book could tell like, whoa, this person's tunnel vision. And you will become just so dialed, you'll become unfuckwithable in whatever it is you're creating in the world. But that's how I was. The book was, it was 3 months, similar to you. I hosted a big book launch party and it hit Amazon top selling like within 24 hours. And it's just like live, like I had a signing 2 days ago on Saturday. Like it just has a life now. And people, indigos are reaching out. Indigos are like our Barnes and Noble or whatever. It's like a big bookstore. So they'll reach out to me, hey, can you come do a signing? And it's like, yeah, like it's just so effortless, honestly. And when I do get in that control paradigm, like, why isn't it bigger? Why isn't it like this or whatever? It's like, it just blocks you. Like, it just slows you down. It's just so not it. And yeah, I mean, I'm human too, right? Like, I can channel all this information, but I'm human. And sometimes I get grippy about it. And anytime I do that, honestly, it's just like, why the fuck did I do that? And I laugh. Like I literally laugh at myself. And like, this is all by design and divine design. So why the fuck would I even try to get involved now? Like, let me just keep being open and keep
Yes.
chanting. Yeah, so that's a little bit about the book. I think every one of your readers should go read this. There's not one person that this book will not speak to. I had like a 95-year-old man message and be like, he said, you might be the most brilliant person I know. And I was like, that's pretty cool from like a 95-year-old man who's lived some life. Like, because again, it's not me. Like it's bigger than me. And this is how I walk through life is like I feel like I'm 12 feet tall because I'm like, I feel bigger than me because I'm walking with my expanded self. I'm walking as that version. Doesn't mean that the odd time I don't get swept off and be like, whoa, I'm vulnerable or I'm sad or heartbroken or mad or angry or jealous or bitter or whatever. But like, it doesn't last long. And anyone who reads this book was written because this is like, this is how I live. Now, when I read it, I'm just like, whoa, I can't believe I wrote that. Sometimes I'm like, I am so audacious. Like, I'm like, oh my God, did I say that? Like, it's a little like people quote me on Instagram and I'm like, I'm bold, but it's like, it just came through and it's like, that's it.
Yep. I was gonna say we have to talk about this piece because I so get what you mean. Like it's fascinating the people that walk up to you in the street and they're like, I did what you said, and you can't remember what you said because of the channel. And the like this literally happened to me the other day. A girl in the sauna was like, oh my gosh, I watched your YouTube of 5,000 words. I did it. And I was like, what are you talking about? And it's exactly what you're saying with this book, because something like, and I rarely listen to my stuff. I'm just kind of a channel and then get out. But then like sometimes the other day, one of my videos was like up, one of my kids was watching one of my videos and it came up and I was looking at it and I was like, wow, I'm good. Like, I'm like, wow, I said that. And I'm like, this, because it doesn't come from us. We're just the vessels. And that's the most powerful thing about it. So, well, I guess like there's a few pieces because I want to go deep into like the codes of the book and what actually is the energetic upgrade that people that are going to get from it. And I also want to go through, because of energy, people come to me for the energy piece. I want to know what your vessel was like, what type of, like, when this book was channeling through you, because a lot of people are going to be like, I don't know when to do it. And let's be fair, we cannot copy and paste codes, but your vessel was a clean, clear state, or you would have written the book the second you got the download 5 years ago. And there were things that you needed to do to become this potent vessel to even channel and birth this book and actually get out of your way. You know, like it takes, your soul knew it was going to be seen by Gwyneth Paltrow and have all these book stores reaching out to you. And you need to be safe to be seen. You have to have a regulated nervous system. And so talk us through a little bit about how you got your energetic capacity to this queen that's like, okay, I'm just going to channel it, because it's easier said than done, right?
Oh, I love your questions and I just love going back and forth with you, Eva. And I think your audience is like so lucky to have you because I can get you're so pure and real. And that's what I love. Like, we're not sitting here being like, oh, we know everything. It's like, no, we're literally just like, we somehow are channeling all this through. And then we go back to being human. And then we try our best to walk with that knowledge the whole time, but let's not fucking kid ourselves. Um, yeah. So I think what you're asking is so freaking, like, I'm now thinking, wow, yeah, that you do have to be in an energetic state to birth the book. And I think what I'm going to share is going to really empower a lot of people and make people not be a perfectionist and not be like a procrastinator, because the only reason I didn't write the book when I got the title was because I literally think my social calendar was too booked. Like, I literally think that the universe was like, she's just too fucking busy with shit. I'm such a, my work is not trying to fulfill everyone's expectations and fantasies of who they think I am. That's my work. And I don't know if your audience knows human design, but I'm a 5/1 self-projected projector. So like that, like, is that what you are?
I'm a projector as well, but 4/6 splenic projector.
4/6.
Yep. And we have a lot of projectors in my audience, actually. So you're in a good place.
Okay. So this is,
Yeah.
I also so see your 6 line in the best way ever. And I love it. Yeah. So like the projections of, being a 5th line, being a projector, it's just like, with or without that language, I didn't even know about human design, by the way, when I wrote my book. Like, no part of me knew about it. Now I have a team built out and I have a human design reader on my team, but like at the time I had no idea. And I just realized, it was so funny recently. I was chatting with my sister and I was saying to her, like, because in the first couple of years of doing this work, I had some haters and like I was triggering people. And I was like, oh my God, like I was surprised. I was like, whoa, I thought like everyone loved me. And then my sister, and then recently I was like, yeah, it's weird, like how, like, I didn't have any haters like in high school or whatever. And then she was like, Haley, you had a lot of haters in high school. And I was like, did I? She's like, Yeah. I was like, oh, she's like, yes, like a lot. And I was like, what the fuck? So, anyways, I was so unfuckwithable, honestly, like delusional in the best way that I was just like main character. And like, I was one of those people that was just friends with everyone. Like, honestly, like the prom queens, the athletes, the like people outside smoking, like the people that are bullied. Like, I was just like friends with everyone. And yeah, the reason I mentioned that is I've collected a lot of friends over the years and I have like a huge friend group and social calendar. And my biggest challenge has been like, I don't even think it's people pleasing. I think it's literally this very specific, it's a version of people pleasing, but it's this very specific line of like, people have an expectation of me based on how I've made them feel once. And then they put me on that pedestal. And if I don't continue to make them feel that way, they want to take me off of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like people listening will kind of get that. So it's like that's been my biggest thing. So when it came time to write the book, my social calendar was really busy with a lot of amazing people that I love, but there was a lot of like chameleoning going on at that time when the book title came, where I was like, I'm this person, and now I'm this person, now I'm this person. And it was always authentic because they were versions of me. It's like I have so many different versions. I'm so multidimensional. We all are. But if I get to the deeper, deeper, deeper layers of it, it's like there are more true versions of me and more pure versions of me. And having that much stimuli is not really correct for writing a book, for having a child, for starting a new business, for stepping into your million or billion-dollar year, whatever it is, right? It's just like there are more pure energies for channeling and like focus. So I think that Source was like, she needs to settle the fuck down. And literally getting my dog, like, was the thing that made me be like, I'm not coming to your party. I'm not getting on a plane. I'm not doing that. Like, I just got so present to like what my dog needed. And at the same time, it was actually what I needed, which was like deep space to be really just with my own consciousness. And from there, the book was like, it's time. And it just like childbirth just flew through me. And now that I'm at that was 2023 that my book came out. Like I have lived a lifetime since. I'm writing another book right now. Like there's so many other things that are happening. But the person I am now, I'm even more like, I still have a healthy social calendar, don't get me wrong, but like the standards and the boundaries and the like clarity in my life is so precise that there's way less like busyness. Like there's my nervous system is like stretching all the time. Like I'm constantly like, I can do this. I've got this. Like, oh, I'm okay. Like I'm constantly expanding my container. And that it's like childbirth all the time, doing what we do for this life. Like this is our life's work. Like it's a big fucking deal. And it requires this constant expanse. I don't have time for the shit I used to have time for, honestly. Like people are getting left on red, people aren't getting replies. I might not see you for a year. It doesn't mean I don't love you, but like it's a different realm. And I'm getting married in September. We're gonna have babies. I'm writing this new, like there's stuff that it's just like I get how important it is to be in such a clean, clear energy if you want your life to actually get bigger. If you know you're legendary, like you can't be everything to everyone. You really have to dial it in and just fucking go because we're different. We're honestly different. And your love comes from inside. Like your love, you are the source of that. So, however, you may be kind of abandoning yourself and seeking it somewhere through a heavy social calendar or whatever distraction maybe you've put into your life, like you are the source. And when you can dial into that, then you're just like, hey, I still have all that love for everyone, but it's going to my child or it's going to my business or it's going to my book. And then guess what? You want to hang out? Well, we can take my private jet. Like, a year from now? You know what I mean? Like, it's just a different vibe.
I've looked at every private jet. I've like got the whole plan. Like I've looked at the leather interior. I'm like, it's already done. It's literally already
Like,
done.
let's go. Yes.
I can't wait. But it's so funny because as you were saying that, because like all my work is in like the cycles of the quantum field and the seasons, and all I'm seeing is just like the death and the rebirth, the death and the rebirth, like the version of you that had that social calendar and then she died. And then she was
Yeah.
reborn into this dog mom, and then she, you know, died and reborn into the fiance. Like it's like all the cycles in your life that, and I love how you said it so eloquently, because I'm like, I just cut everyone off. Like I'm just like, bye, Felicia. Like I'm just like dark feminine to like, you know, next level. But it's you kept using the keyword, which is space. And it's so important for anyone listening because the book needed space for you to channel it through. You needed, like, when you've got that many people in your life, it's just like all these different frequencies coming through your field. And it's just like, fuck, I can't be tuned into all of these people's frequencies and have the frequency of the book. The book's like, you need to become and embody the version of you that's unfuckwithable, that has these
Yeah.
strong fucking boundaries, because you are such an old soul. You have to stay so in alignment with your work. Like you wouldn't have the success. The book wouldn't be, and I look at it like this. I'm sure you have sort of similar views where we channel it, it's birthed, and it's got a trajectory of its own. Like it's got its own codes. It's going to go where it needs to go. Like it's not, we're not these creepy micromanager, like, I know the helicopter parents that are like, where are you going? You're not a bestseller yet. Oh my gosh, you've disappointed the family. Like,
Literally. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. It has a life of its own. And even at my signing the other day, I was just like, said a little prayer because like I think like I love anyone who's just like, fucking, I'm going into business or I'm writing a book or I'm an artist or an influencer or whatever, where like there are literal metrics that like you can and maybe should track, that they can make you feel like shit if you're not in your power, or they can make you feel really fucking good from an egotistical place. But when you get to a place of like exactly what you said, like the book has a life of its own, the business has a life of its own, your work has a life of its own. Like I think of the people that come to my retreats or come into my one-on-one and my groups, it's like they chose that. Like I'm not seeking them out. Like they need what I have. And like when you can stay so pure with that, like before my signing, I was just like, said a little prayer and I was like, whoever needs my book, come get it. That's it. And then the people that I talked to at the signing, they're just like, I don't know why, but like I feel like I like made this happen today. Like I really needed to meet you. I really needed this book. And it's like, whoa, yeah, you did. Like just that, like that pure frequency. And if you're not always in that, join the club. But like as much as you can get back into that pure frequency of like whoever's meant to have this, like let's go. Your life, you're just gonna feel so much better. You're gonna feel so much better and you're gonna be so much more prosperous and so much more successful. Like you will magnetize the money, the opportunities, the people when you truly untether. Like when I think of the frequency I was in when Gwyneth Paltrow shared my book to her Instagram, like, and I got like, I think I got like $5,000 in passive income overnight just from book sales from her sharing it, from people all over the world, like India, Europe, wherever, like US, like it was crazy. And the energy I was in was just like, I actually remember I made this decision that summer to host, it was last summer, I made the decision to host this mindful mornings for moms group. It made no sense from like a financial business perspective. I made no money. I probably lost money, but a couple of my friends had babies and they were struggling with things but also thriving with things, and I was like, they just didn't have a space, and I was like, okay, I'm not even a mom yet and like this doesn't really make sense, but I can create a community for you guys. Like let me do this. So I made this like weekly group and we like got together and like, you know, people are paying me thousands of dollars to work with me and I'm just like donating my time to these like groups, and it just didn't really make any sense. But like my focus was like, let's help these people, let's go. And it was during that time where like I was focused on that. I was very untethered from my business. Like most people, we can't even start this conversation now, but most people of your audience won't know this, but I had a near-death experience in 2024. We're not going to get into it today because it's a whole chat, but there's lots of episodes and interviews on that you can go find, but it changed my life a lot. And I became very surrendered because I realized I'm actually not in control in like a very intense way. And yeah, I was just like chilling out. Honestly, I was like at the cottage, like relaxing, kind of just like floating through life, but in like an intentional way, like not like a I don't care, but like a I surrender. Like it was like that. It's not like I don't care. It's like I trust. It was different. And that's when Gwyneth shared the book. And then a couple weeks later, same thing. I was just like, it was just a normal day. I was just doing normal, cute stuff. And like my assistant, she texted me, she's like, not trying to freak you out, but like, call me. And I was like, whoa, what the hell? And she's so chill. And I'm like, she's so funny. Like, she'll send me an email and be like, I hope this finds you tomorrow, not to bug you, but it's like this really exciting opportunity. And I'm like, no, bug me, like call me, call Mitch, call my mom, like tell everyone. Like, but she's so chill. But anyway, so I was like, what the hell could this be? And she was like, the assistant to the editor at the New York Times from the wellness desk has emailed us asking to send your book in so that they can review it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, but I remember that day, like my body did this, like, talk about childbirth, talk about expanding your nervous system. Like my body did this weird, like, like it was like, well, like something weird happened. I like became like an ogre or something. I was like, wow. And my body, like my nervous system expanded. And then I was like, and then I was driving actually. I was driving at the time and I was like, should I pull over? Do I need to like process this? Whatever. And then I was just like, and I was like, no, like I'm good actually. This is like quite to be expected. Like it was like that. It was like I expanded really quickly and then I was like, this is actually really normal and safe. Um, yeah, but I think the frequency of how you're being right now, how you're listening, like, yeah, you're sitting here listening to a podcast, you're in a frequency of like, I'm learning, I'm growing, but like, what are you gonna do with this? Like, go now do something with this, right? Like, get in that energy of like, now I'm executing, now I'm serving, now I'm giving, now I'm receiving, like in a different way. And yeah, just I love how you prompted that, Eva. Like, what frequency, what energy are you in? Because I am so many different people. Like I literally, like my fiance always jokes about it. Like he's like, you're like actually like bipolar. And I'm like, okay, no, like I just have like multiple personalities in the best way. Like I can just be a lot of things. Like now I'm going to play golf with my dad. Now I'm, channeling like aliens. And now I'm over here. Like it's just like crazy. And I'm like, this is just who I am, but it requires big energy. And if I'm going to actually execute something and execute it really well, I need to be all in that frequency. So it's like that focus, like, and imagine, you're like anything good. It's like, it requires your focus to really like your childbirth. It's like, okay, I'm focused. You're not thinking about your business. You're thinking about getting your baby in the world. Like that, if you can focus on your business that way, or you can focus on your love, your pleasure that way, like you're gonna like thrive. Your life is gonna be really fucking awesome. So I loved your question. I think everyone's getting what they need to get from this back and forth.
That's the gold mine. And I think we are both projectors, and I've done a lot of speaking on this because I really do believe like projectors, we're here to breathe the new world paradigm. It is like, this is the new age. It is more about energy than anything else. Like we're here to receive. And it's very interesting because I mean, there's not a lot of time in the short time that we're together to go through everything. Like anyone listening, definitely go and check out Haley, because you'll be able to go deep with all the podcast episodes and YouTubes and everything like that, and definitely buy her book. But there's this nuance to it is energy. And I personally, in my life experience, and I think everything that you were describing about your journey you're very embodied, you know, you're a PT, the physio, everything that all the work that you have done is around the body. The body is the portal to the light, to the frequency, to the book, to all of it. Your physical body is the most important thing, you know, on the face of the earth. Like if you're fatigued and I never say it's bad, because sometimes your nervous system's expanding and rest is a growth strategy and the couch is your $1 million portal. So I never make it a bad thing. But if you're always physically fatigued because you're drinking alcohol or you're eating junk food, you know, you're not treating your body like the temple, it's harder to have the focus because it's not, I don't even see it so much as focus. It's more the ability of the body to hold the codes of the channel that's coming through. And then the focus is almost like the human avatar. And you know, you probably get this too when you're explaining things, because I will often explain it from the ego and then from the soul and try to like get because the mind's like, cool, but can you explain it in my language? Because that makes no sense from the esoteric realms. But I feel like what you have done really well in your life and on your journey is be able to use your body as a sacred tool and really, really listen. And like to get to where you are on this journey, it's such an honor to be sitting across from you, because it's so beautiful to be in resonance with someone else that remembers how easy it is. And yes, the body will crack open. Yes, you'll have those ogre moments and you'll have the nervous system that is expanding, but you get to this point where, you know, you are at these higher levels where the ogre moments don't break you. They don't send you on a couch for 4 months straight. Like it's just a quick ogre moment. And then it's like, I'm so going to reference you with that. I'll be like, ogre moment, go watch the Haley episode. but it is, it's like, you're like, oh, hold on, I don't have to go back. I can't shrink my consciousness back down to the version of me that wasn't able to hold that moment. And you're just like, of course, like,
Yeah.
of course she would fucking share my book. It's fucking brilliant. Like, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, I am unfuckwithable. Like you're this living, breathing avatar. You channeled her, you wrote her, you are her. You're living and breathing, and it is like I can see it in you. I can see it in your energy, in your field. Like you're in truth. Your resonance is with the truth, and that's what's so beautiful. And I know we're running out of time, but really quickly, if you could just touch on, how do you stay true to yourself? How do you stay in resonance with these codes? Because it's not easy. People won't choose alignment because of stories and conditioning. And I just want to know what, like, your hacks, or how you've become this version of you that can channel the truth, that can stay in alignment with your soul's truth when there's so many other choices you could be making.
Oh, first off, I just love you. And we need to like talk more. I'm just gonna say that now. You're amazing. And your truth too. I feel your truth too. And it makes sense because that's the frequency I'm on. And you're on, so we found each other. But I think the thing that it's coming through as you ask that is because for now 5-ish years, almost every day of my life has been committed to channeling for clients, channeling for retreats, channeling for events, channeling for organizations, channeling for my book, channeling for my podcast, channeling for like blogging content. It's like I've just kind of chosen and been like, yeah, use me, use me. Like it's a calling. So I feel like it's always on, to be honest. It's like that's always channeling. Now I'm in a new level because there's so many levels, you guys. There's so many layers and levels. This level that I'm on now is really making sure that I'm not taking my name out of the hat by always being the guide and always being the facilitator and always being the coach and always channeling the answers to my clients. My work right now is like, I'm going to do that. It's just getting busier. Like it's just going to be more and more. And I love that. And I'm open and surrendered to that. And I'm here for it. But I also like my work has been like just taking a moment each day, whether it's in the morning when I wake up, at night before bed, or like often between clients and between work things, a lot of it's just like, I'm like, whoo, like I'm just like, like I'm not really connecting to myself. I'm focusing on clearing energy. So I have to really set time. And if I'm being honest, it's maybe 1 to 3 times a day, unless I take a day to go to the spa, which I do quite a bit. Like once a week, I'm usually like, I'm going away, bye. But like day to day, normal days, it's just like having a really brief moment of like, okay, I've done it. Like everyone's getting what they need. I've done enough for everyone else. What do I need? Like, how can my life quantum leap forward in the way that all my clients' lives do? Because as a projector, I used to get bitter. Like, my clients all became millionaires so fast. My clients would manifest these, like, their dream house, like within a couple months, and like all these things. And I was just like, I was so excited for them, obviously. But then my human self, if I would think about it, I'm kind of like, wait a minute, why is everyone else like quantum leaping so fast? It's like, oh yeah, because they're actually doing what I'm channeling. Where I was so busy channeling for everyone else, coaching everyone else, holding everyone else in that container and accountability, that like my work right now with how my life's expanding, right? With our dream wedding, we're getting our dream house, we're having our family, I'm entering new financial realities, like all of that focus. It's like I'm able to now kind of like cut and like have a clear boundary of like, okay, I'm off now working for my clients, and now it's about me. Like, what do I need? And then I drop in, and it's really quick. Like, it's so quick. It's just like instantaneous information. And if I'm really disconnected, then it takes maybe a couple moments, but usually it's pretty quick. And it's like, okay, here's what I need. So it's like that moment of just like, what's my next step? What do I need right now? How can I be supported? And sometimes it is just go lie on the couch for like a minute. Sometimes it's like go sit outside and like get the sun on your face. Sometimes it's like you need to, like this morning actually, right before I jumped on here, it was like message your massage therapist and see if she has an opening today. Like my body knew I might need a massage today. And if she has space, I'm meant to go. So it's like just listening constantly, like taking a breath, taking a moment. And as facilitators, and I bet a lot of your audience are coaches, healers, practitioners, business owners, like don't be a slave to your work. Don't be a slave to your business. Don't be a slave to your dream. I used to be a slave to my dream. It was like my dream mattered more than I did. And that's what literally killed me. And that's when I had my near death experience. I had to die and come back to be like, no, no, I am it. I am the dream. I am the purpose. I am the vision. Like, I am her. Like, I am it. It's not I want it. It's no, I am it. And that was a huge change. And I'm still encoding it and deepening that. But when I do that, I am rewarded so much in my life. And I'm serving my clients way better because there's no fragments of, am I being left out? Like, there's no part of me that's like, I'm feeling left out. Like, I'm not getting where I want to go because all my time is going to helping these people. So that was huge for me, being like, it's not about my dream, it's about me. And the dream will naturally unfold as I tend to me. So that's been pretty radical. And like, we know it, self-care, self-love, all that, but it's like there are layers and levels to the game. And getting deeper and going there, and like I used to abandon myself and like go write content, go write a book, go coach for a client versus just stay with like my work. It's like, well, what's my work? You know, sometimes it's easier to go and coach someone else. But it's like, no, no, what do I need? And taking the time, and I'm crafting out more time in my schedule to do that, just by, you know, being like, hey, I need a massage today, or you know what, I'm, you know, after this time today, it's not about anyone else, it's about what I need. And that is like monumental in my life.
Yeah, and it's such a projector thing, but I think it's going to be an everyone thing very soon, especially for women. It is, we have to take our businesses off the pedestals and realize that we are the manifestation. The journey is the destination. We're being conditioned that it's the nice houses and the money and all the things, and it's like amazing. Like, it for me, and I had this like huge, I was crying today. I think it was like the full moon and everything. And I was just like, for years, I had a New York Times bestseller on my vision board. And today I was just like, all these people just keep messaging me going, I'll help you, and I was just like, I don't even care about being a bestseller. I could not care less. Like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And it was the most beautiful, coming home moment, because I was like, oh my gosh, the ego's died. Like, it's just like it's gone. I'm like, wow, like all those years of needing to have something. And always, ironically, with the work that we do, when we let go of everything, all the incredible things come. But the destination for me was, I was the woman that was able to birth the book in 2 seconds and have so much fun doing it, and remember how much joy comes from creating. Like right now, we're just having fun. I don't have a list of questions to ask you. I'm not like, and what do you want to get out of this? Like, where, it's just like, let's just turn up and have fun and channel. And wherever this goes will be what people need. I'm activated by your energy. You're activated by my energy. We're both jumping off feeling more alive than when we jumped on. Like, there's just so much beauty to the art of creation and enjoying the process. And of course, there's all the fun things that come with it. It's all those beautiful moments where, you're seen by people in the field and you're getting all these book sales and incredible things. But the real manifestation is the woman that you were in those moments, the woman that was able to go, of course I deserve this, instead of the woman that crumbles under being seen. And it is the constant awakening and expanding and getting to the next level, because who cares about all of the things in the 3D? We don't get to take them with us, but we do get to take the memories of the fact that we help that many people. And I know that you're such a soul-led human, where you do it because you know that one person's life changed because of you. And then, millions and millions and millions change because of the ripple effect. But it's just, if one person gets this book, if one person gets, their life changed from this, like, it means so much more to me than all these crazy things that our ego conjures. And don't get me wrong, the private jet's coming. Like, there's too much manifestation to it. But I love experiences. Like, I love the people on the private jet with you, the fun conversations, the textures, the luxury, the experiences, because they're the things that you do remember. So, oh my gosh, I'm like, there's just so many more questions I want to ask you. I'm gonna have you as a guest back on the show very, very soon, because I'm like, there's just so many things I want to go deep with. But if there was one piece of advice that you could give to our listeners, just whatever's channeling through, please share.
Yeah, what's coming through in this exact moment is having a non-negotiable check-in with yourself, that you're attuning to your own frequency and letting that be like as important as having breakfast, brushing your teeth, showing up for your work, showing up for your partner, showing up for your kids. Like, that has to be non-negotiable. And it's very simple. A concept is simple. Doing it, that's when the work's going to come in. That's when you're going to notice the parts of you that escape and the parts of you that abandon ship, the parts of you that would rather distract on the phone with the kids, with husband, with the work. You'd rather abandon what you need than go there, because on the other side of that is healing, is growth, is blessings that you really want. Like, they're on the other side of you attuning to your frequency and to yourself. And if you're getting good at like, you check in, okay, good for you, then your work is going to be to linger in that and extend that. That's what I have to do. I'm good at checking in all the time. Like, okay, yep, we're good. Okay. My work is like, I deserve more than that. I deserve more than that, 5-second check-in. Like, like it just layers, levels. And it's like, okay, how can I linger in this? How can I luxuriate in this? Like, okay, my alarm went off because I had my 5-minute power nap, snooze. Or I'm gonna, you know what? I'm canceling. Like last week, I remember I was supposed to meet a friend for coffee. She's like us, like we're like, she does quantum work. We're gonna meet for a coffee, and usually it's very like high level conversations, and then we end up doing some sort of collab, and it like turns into this work thing. And I just texted her. I was like, I know this makes no sense because we've both been talking about how fucking busy we've been. I'm like, but like, let's clear our afternoons, and instead of doing a coffee, let's go to the spa. And she's like, fuck yeah.
Mhm.
And like, she's a mom, she's got a brick and mortar business, she's got an energy, like she's got so much going on, I got so much going on, and we're just like, let's just do that. Like, and then we did that, and all of a sudden we're bending time. Like, we did have time to go spend 4 hours at the spa. We did. We created it. Like, we're the fucking creators. So if it's like, being that main character doesn't just mean, it's not ego. It's not, I'm the main character because, I went and bought my dream car and I did all these things. It's like, do those things because that's honestly the easy work. But then be the main character that you can actually let yourself go bigger. Like, I remember I bought my dream car, a brand new Range Rover, in my first year of business. And I was like, as soon as I get that car, like, I'm done. I'm retiring. Like, I'm good. I'm happy. And I was like, I got my car and I was like, next, next. And it was like for years, I was like, next, next. And I think part of that's like awesome. And you're always gonna just want more. But like now where I feel the difference and the congruence with more truth is like I'm experiencing what I create. Like I'm like going to the spa that afternoon, it's like, I created a business that I can do this. I don't need to go home and do what I said I was going to do. I can take this 4 hours. And if you're a high performer, like I'm sure you are listening, you probably lean a little more masculine, and that's probably your medicine. If you're someone listening that leans a little more feminine naturally, and you maybe do luxuriate a lot and like those delicacies, if you love your life how it is, fuck yeah, keep going. But if you're like, something's missing, maybe there's an abandonment and an escapism happening there. And you can really challenge yourself to turn toward what I need to do. Oh, go make that call, go make that move, go do that thing. That's what it's going to be. It's because I have both clients on both spectrums. Like sometimes the client checks in, it's like, what do I need to do? And it's like, they need to go take action. And then they have to go do that. Where then sometimes the client's like, it's like, go lie down. And they're like, I can't go lie down. I got to do all these things. And it's like, go fucking lie down, So just that checking in and then actually waiting for a message and then doing whatever that message is my tip. And I know that was long, but that's like that. If you make that your job, watch out. Watch out. You will be unfuckwithable, and your results, your reality will resonate.
Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I've loved this chat so much. Where is the best place for everybody to come and find you, to come and play and learn all the, I'm gonna like add this word to my vocabulary. I'm like, unfuckwithable. Get your fuckwithable codes. Yeah, where gotta get the better, like, bye, Felicia.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, so my website is upliftlifestyle.ca, www.upliftlifestyle.ca, .ca because we're in Canada. My Instagram is at uplift_lifestyle. And my name's Haley Bowler-Cooke. So if you type my name into Google, Haley Bowler-Cooke, HALEYBOWLER-COOKE, and I'm sure you'll link things. You can link stuff, but if you find me, like you'll find me, you'll find all my stuff. We have TikTok, apparently. We have YouTube. My assistant runs it, but we have the things. And then I run Instagram. So I'm always on Instagram. I run my podcast, Uplift Lifestyle Podcast. My company's Uplift Lifestyle. My book is Unfuckwithable. You'll find me. I believe if you're meant to find me, you'll find me.
Oh my gosh, always. And if you guys have loved the episode, please make sure that you share it with a friend. Please tag Haley and I on Instagram, on YouTube, wherever, TikTok, wherever you find us. Just tag us. Let us know what your biggest takeaway was. And yes, it has been an absolute honor. This woman is remarkable. It's so crazy. We're like on opposite sides of the world. She's like 8 in the morning. I'm like 12 hours in the nighttime, and we're just having this like global party. Who would have thought? Like the yin and the yang, like the day and the night. It's like
miracle. Like that is a fucking miracle. Like you're in Bali, I'm in Canada. It's like almost 10 p.m. for you. It's 10 a.m. Like we're thriving. Like thank you. And your listeners are so lucky to have you. And I hope they just dive deeper with you because you are in your truth.
thank you so much.